Welcome to Mortgage MarketSmart. In this video, we're going to focus on the Start a Project tile. So from the dashboard, we click on Start a Project. And you'll notice that we start with a blank map. Now, the first thing to make a note of is that we have an unsaved project on our hands. That means that any data layer we add will not be saved if we were to close this tab. So as a best practice, we start by saving the project. So I click on Save, and then I'm going to call this Test Project Blank Map, and I'm going to save it in this TT folder and hit Save. And now you'll notice that the project has a name. And therefore, any changes that you make going forward will be automatically saved. So we don't have to worry about that. So the other thing we can do right now is zoom in and zoom out of the map. So we can either use the plus or minus buttons here to zoom in, or we can also use the Shift key, hold down the Shift key, and then left mouse click and drag and release in order to zoom in. So again, that's Shift, left mouse click, drag, and release. Okay, so now essentially we can add a layer. So let's click on Add a Layer, and then you'll notice that we have several different options, and each option actually represents a different data set that we can add to the map. The first is either our forecast or demographic data. This is when we want to see a heat map on the a heat map of a specific market loaded, and to find out what the forecast is for total purchase in a specific market. Next are locations, and here we can add either our branch locations or we can add competitor locations, whether they are depositories, credit unions, or IMBs. And then we can also add points of interest here. So if we wanted to see where there are places of worship or housing nonprofits, hospitals, libraries, veterans organizations, anything in a community that is a conduit to get closer to the end borrower, we can add from here. My apps and loans, this is used only in the event that you upload your own data. And the next option here is the lender originations and market share from HMDA. This is when you are trying to see visually where a competitor or where you are originating loans. Here instead is the ability to see visually where you originated loans, but having the originations appear as dots on the map. The real estate listings here is to add the actual listings of the properties available on top of the map. And finally, the boundaries. These are used to be able to add zip codes on top of the map, or county boundaries, state boundaries, census tract boundaries, or to see military establishments such as military bases or anything like that. So each of these comes in handy depending on what you are trying to add. This is the overview for starting a project. We will go into more detail in all of these when we do a video about creating a custom market. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.